I'm not a user, I'm a hustler. I got 100 customers. I'm smoking strong, my muscle up. Big Glock, but I still knuckle up. These niggas hold like nuts on us. Hey, girl, can't spend no bucks on your hot cold. Ain't got no love for you. A check, but ain't no stubs in here. It's Lil Black Trick, bitch.
The nicest.
Money mix, big sticks, full clips, 50 zips, 10 bands, no money clip.
Catching plays. I let my hair grow out, but I still catch a fade.
Big presidential inside my cigar,
Nigga, no election day.
I can recall you, drop a side on a nigga like
There we go.
Come to find out that
These niggas really sweat like a checkers game.
When I smoke pressure, no less a strain. Stacking up,
No Texas game.
Making plays off the Mary Jane.
Phone ringing must be a
stain.
stain.
Got the juice like punch, take a swing. Pat coming for your head like.
Hey, what's happening, man? It's the homie Thug Ghoster, a.k.a. the neighborhood bully. Look, man, I'm here. I'm with the longest, the lithiest, the loveliest, Miss Lovey, man, the queen of all things indie, man.
What's going on, y'all? I'm killing shit.
Definitely.
That's my new, because I'm a killer.
I'm praying for you, too.
Don't do that. I mean, do that, but don't do that.
Nah, for real. How you doing?
Hey, another day in paradise.
Man, we got Franchise in the building.
Yeah, I know y'all remember him. He's back.
We got Nice Life Multimedia. Guru in the building.
Hey.
Long time. I never get enough of hearing that.
That's a hell of an applause.
Yeah, it never gets old. It never gets old. Bye. It's another Jammitorcrammit Thursday, you guys. How's everybody doing on today? Tapping in.
Yeah, I ain't got shit going good today.
You had a hard day, Thugger?
I mean, my chips was stale.
Oh, man. How was your Waffle House?
The food was good except the
grits.
Okay.
Grits
running.
The grits was running.
It's crazy.
You just can't win for losing over here.
Yeah, man.
I hate it. It's Jammitorcrammit Thursdays. I know that shit. I know I've been waiting all week to be sitting here telling you motherfuckers what's what, There's a whole lot of review shows, but this is the longest one in the city running, consistently, nonstop.
Oh, man. And I expect another award nomination.
Them folks not finna let us come back to that award show. The way that we acted last time.
I mean, hey,
nah, it wasn't us, but I'm just saying.
It wasn't us.
It was not us, you know what I mean? But we do got Nice Life in the Media. Nice Life Multimedia. Nice Life Multimedia in the motherfucking building.
Thanks.
So tap in. What's going on with you, bro? I see you trying to situate your situation over there.
No, for real.
What you need?
Just trying to get a little audio.
Okay.
I came a little light, but I wanted to get some audio. It's really not that important.
Oh, of course.
The most important thing is that I'm here.
Indeed.
Definitely.
And I feel blessed.
Yes, as you should.
And I got some good news to deliver to the masses. Or
okay, major key alert.
Whoever wants to grasp it.
Yeah, come on. Talk your shit.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, if you have any questions, just go ahead and cut me off and let me know. Like I'm more than willing to share the information that I got. But like you said, it's Nice Life Multimedia. I got a multimedia company based out of Houston, Texas, and I just wanted to do something a little bit different with my company because the definition multimedia is so deep. It's just not really limited to video and audio.
True.
So I wanted to try to explore the true depths of the definition. And I've been messing around in cryptocurrency for a while, but it's so mature right now that it's not just about the cryptocurrency anymore because there's a lot of technology behind the stuff. So that's kind of where I've been at, exploring the technology and the NFTs and so on and so forth and what have you. But how I got this Nice Life Multimedia Metaverse marketing and advertisement agency, and the service I'm providing is because I invested into some digital real estate, and I seen how everything is going in the ecosystem of the metaverse, and I also seen what's lacking in there also as well.
I had a goal of being the first radio station in the metaverse. I said this 6 months ago. We had a show on Tuesdays called A Moment with Kodak, and we were exploring. He would come with his VR, and we would go into the metaverse, and we talk about how Facebook acts like they own it, but they don't. They just, name the name, and it was like this whole. So we've been, dabbling in it, but I definitely said that I wanted to be the first radio station in the metaverse.
Well, you in there right now. I put you in there yesterday.
That's the major keeler right there. Shit, I'm in that hole. I'm serious. I'm trying to break my artist and everything. Like, we had a whole, situation with the metaverse.
Yeah, see, now you got vision, and I hear exactly what you said. It's like the people who catch it right now, those are the people who's gonna win, because there's so much stuff going on already in there, but there's a lack of the culture, and that's some sensible stuff that you just said right there, and the fact that you're thinking like that, there's definitely opportunity for it in there. And then for example, not to go off subject, but to correlate to go on what you were just saying, like, you can break the artist and have events inside the metaverse to where you don't even have to deal with a lot of this stuff over here. You can strictly deal with the music, the artist, the event, and however the payment, the transaction process is finna go down.
Yeah.
So it's like that's a lot of the stuff that I'm in there in the metaverse, but I'm more like a student. So, and basically, since I have the property, I look at it more like a developer. So I'm in there checking out everything from outside, looking in at everything. So that's how I'm gathering all the information. But to speed it up, the main thing that I'm trying to do is create experiences, because that's what the metaverse is all about. It's breaking artists, shows, art, marketing, advertisement, and so on and so forth. Now, as time progresses, they're gonna have it to where you got NFT and Web3 music and all this type of stuff. All this stuff is gonna exist outside of everything that's taking place in the real world right now. So it's like people who get involved early is gonna reap the most benefits, because by the time it's common knowledge and everybody know about it, and people's already trying the different methods to get everything going, it's not going to be that much opportunity for people to capitalize. That don't mean that it's not going to be opportunity, because there's always something new going on in cryptocurrency.
But getting ahead of the game, basically.
You got to stay ahead of the game.
Yeah, so what I did was I had my artist, and he had like a song, and I sent this DJ dude, and he chopped and screwed it. So then I got this like cover art of my artist, and what was a picture of him, and had it done in like purple or whatever, chopped and screwed, and that was gonna be his first NFT, which was the the artwork with the chopped and screwed version of the single that y'all heard, Lil Patrick. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna have, I think, like 10 of those. He also dropped a song with BFB the Pac-Man, and he's gonna do like 5 for that
NFT music.
Right.
Yeah, that's the one right there. The NFT music. I suggest that for anybody who's messing with it.
I see why you are quoting. You are the quoting.
The quotey.
Yeah.
That should sound weird. I don't know if I want to be the quotey. Nightlife. I don't know.
Your ears, though.
What?
The queen of all things eating.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
It sound like the cooties. I don't like it.
No, but I like that you innovating. Like you think, you know what I'm saying, outside the box. You know what I'm saying? Which is what I was talking with my man right here. It's about like getting that virtual real estate now. Why the getting is good? Because most black people, unfortunately, have a tendency to catch the boat late as hell.
Look at Juneteenth.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. No, for real.
Literally.
So it's like the sooner, and then I feel like, as an artist, man, this is how you get ahead of the curve. You kind of separate yourself from the fray, you know what I'm saying, by tapping into other outlets like, what you got going on.
Exactly.
And I was curious, like what, like, what made you get involved with, even think about fucking with Decentraland?
Crazy. I've been in the crypto space for a while, but it's always kind of been like a little cushion for me. For example, even with this camera right here, I bought that with cryptocurrency some years ago, but I always forget about it that I have it, and something to have it happen in life, and then I'll be like, oh, I got the cryptocurrency back there, and I go and use it. So it saved me quite a few times on some real life situations. But like I was saying, I'm getting to the point now where it's about the technology that's powering it. So it's like, unless you either got a lot of money to invest in, or you gotta really know your shit right now to really make that money off of the actual physical cryptocurrency. You know what I mean? So now you could kill them off with the NFTs and the metaverse and all these other different things, and they got it's called Audius, which is kind of like a SoundCloud, a blockchain decentralized type of SoundCloud, and all these different things going on. You got to extort those right now because that's where the money's at. Now, mind you,
I need to get involved.
You should. I recommend to anybody at least to get that avatar and get in the metaverse and look around and start checking it out.
But don't they have to get this Quest or one of the...
No. See, and that's what we was talking about before, right? Okay, now, and like he was saying, Zuckerberg is not the metaverse nigga. No, he's not at all. He's not. He's late.
He literally stole the name.
He's late. Now he's bringing value because he's getting involved. But the metaverse, even Decentraland, you don't have to have an Oculus. They're about to go VR and start getting all that going. But a lot of the stuff is just regular, like a video game that you in there and you getting it going. And
but what's the interface though? Like you have to have place. I mean,
okay. So now at first they was a little bit more difficult. Like the graphics, you would want to have a better graphics card and all this type of stuff. But they just started the desktop client recently. So you could type it up on your Google right now and decentraland.org, and it actually redirects you to the desktop client first, and then you just go ahead and download it, and you can down there. Anybody can get in there right now and mess around.
Okay, so that's how they get in without.
But not to cut you off, if you want to if you want a metaverse ball, you feel me? Then you gotta have your wallet and all the stuff in it. Yeah. Otherwise, you just gonna be broke in the metaverse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, this what I'm curious about. Are we gonna be able to fuck people in the metaverse?
Oh my god!
Okay. Now watch this. This is what I say right there. Even like right now, you could do damn near everything right now, but drugs and you see what I'm saying? Have sex. But it's in the infancy. This is a crazy thing about cryptocurrency, the metaverse, the Web3, NFTs, and all this stuff. It's not about the corporations. It's about the people. If you know how to code and do and make, then you could be the innovator of motherfuckers fucking in the metaverse if you know how to code and do the type of stuff. Now they do have a governance system called the DAO, which is Decentralized Autonomous Organization. Now nobody runs that. So the people who own the actual mana, which is a cryptocurrency for the Decentraland, so the people who own the coin and the property is the ones who have the say-so in the governance.
I think they'll let it go down.
Yeah.
I'm talking about where...
I mean, this is my problem with what you said. We already have people in broad daylight, like doing
they're voyeurism.
rapey type stuff, like sexually assaulting people. Like, it's already going on in real life. So with them, with that ambiguity of the internet and the metaverse, I feel like it's like a breeding ground for disaster. And I'm really concerned because I feel like, no, I'm serious. Like, niggas pretending to be older and messing with kids, like, you know what I'm saying? It opens up a predatorial space still because especially since it's new being developed.
Somebody has to regulate. All right, I understand. Somebody has to regulate some shit. I'm talking about to where you have your sex toy. I got my cock ring, Yeah, we're
Wait a minute, where did you get coloring from?
What
is going on this week? I don't understand it.
Let me give you the game.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna give you the game. I'm gonna
Oh my god!
I'm gonna give you the game right now. See, now this is how that. No.
Okay, I'm trying to say. Hold on.
This is hypothetically speaking. This is how that procedure could go right here, right? And it could happen right now, right?
Yeah.
Now somebody went ahead and got an ad on my parcel, right? And I put the ad on the parcel or whatever. Now they have the I think it's NFSW, okay, NSFW or whatever, not safe for work or whatever. Well, basically means it's adult content. So you have the image right there, and the people get the same thing that I'm doing with that. Then it could be directed to that traffic, and then you can do that, but you're not going to be able to actually do it inside, but you can go ahead and establish that connection and then take it offline, and then go ahead and then if you want to do the VR or whatever on that, then you could do that. So it can't happen.
No, man, because I know, man, sex money.
No, it's that good money right there.
Violence.
It's the
draws all types of shit. Because I feel like you know the older people, like they still got urges, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they might be like,
not the urge to use technology, just the urge to fuck on somebody.
Know what I'm saying? And if he can still get his rocks off instead of spending $40 on business.
Oh my god.
He'll virtually fuck some up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
I'm gonna go back to the artistry.
Ideas are getting explored.
Yeah,
everything's
they
getting
Keep your $1 million dickling ideas to yourself, okay? Until they get rich. Keep that shit to yourself.
I got some good ideas.
Okay. So what do you essentially you mentioned something about you putting an ad in a space. So is that part of the multimedia services that you offer? Let's talk about it.
Okay. Well, the service is marketing and advertising. So what it is, if somebody wants to get their music heard, or they have anybody could put an ad in there, but it's more better for somebody if they have a nationwide or international good or service. So that way they could deal with a worldwide or international base. Because if it's local, they're not going to be able to get to them because it's people in Decentraland. So
these ads connected to links.
Yes, they could be connected to a website or social media or whatever that a person wants to get it connected to, and then the music plays on the parcel, which that's what it's called. If it's when somebody steps on my square, then that's when the music comes on.
Okay, so we'll talk off air because I just had a whole bunch of different ideas about working with you. And,
right now I got 6 songs on there playing. I got 6 songs on there right now.
Okay.
And I sing Love the Jam on there.
I want to check it out. I wish there was a way we could show.
No, I showed them on.
I'm talking about the people, show
on the screen.
Yeah.
That'll be the next episode.
For sure. Because once I figure what you just asked me, and I just realized why you asked me, I'm like, well, damn, how can I with the strings to the in the metaverse?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas is our business already.
Let's get out our business. Yeah. Y'all get out our business. But and Doug Ghost's dick ring. We're not talking about that no more.
Hey, look, man, like we was discussing off air, right, about these concerts, like artists having concerts, and it being viewed in the.
It's already been going on though, I think Tory Lanez might have did one. It's a lot of people.
I know Travis Scott did one.
Travis, he did it.
Travis Scott. Okay, that's what it was.
That's on the video game.
Travis, he did it in. Okay, the difference is Travis, he did it in Fortnite. His was more like he was actually in the video game, a character type.
Oh no, I'm talking
when
about.
They do the concerts in the metaverse, it's like a Zoom concert where they on the screen and performing. And now it's getting so more. Sometimes the production is like it's down there like NBC or somebody. They was in the professional studio doing it. They got different angles and stuff. So they really stepping up the quality of the experiences in there.
They put the best and stuff on them. They have an avatar inside of there.
Sometimes they do.
People go get the tickets or whatever, and then they go and then they watch. And they're in there with other people watching, and you can talk to the other people in the concert. I did a concert with the dude I was telling you about, Kodak. He had the show. We had a whole show based on metaverse.
Which one was you guys in?
Well, he was in. I don't know. I was high, but I'm telling you that it was going on. I was back here pushing buttons and stuff, but I'm just saying, like, some of the stuff he showed me,
it was live.
It was super dope. But I'm like, it was a good show too. We did it for like 6 months.
Hey, is this related to like making video games? Like
it is.
Like what's that shit called? People play
Developers.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yep, it is something similar.
It's imagine Grand Theft Auto, but you're in there yourself, not just controlling an avatar.
I'm in there and I'm actually doing like real life shit in there. Let's say I want to watch a movie. And I click the motherfucker from the here. Instead of going through my movie app, I'm in the metaverse. I mean the Decentraland, and I click on whatever. What the fuck movies that?
No,
the Avengers, and I'm watching that whole. Like I'm watching it, my character watching it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And OnlyFans.
Oh,
you got it. There's a process to actually get the content streamed onto your parcel. But once you figure out that the process and the technology, then you can put whatever you could get on there and it could afford, because it's not free. Also, like there is fees associated with the streaming and stuff. But whatever you could afford to get on there, that you could get on there. So that's the end game.
We need to get some parcels.
Yeah, that's the end game right there to host experience and be playing pre-recorded content and videos and stuff on there. Actually, because once you bypass YouTube and everything, so it's like the only way you could see whatever I'm streaming is you gotta go on the parcel and go on there and check it out.
Damn.
Exclusive.
That's live.
Yeah, exclusive.
That's super live. So, do you have any other questions?
I'm curious, man. That shit got my mind racing.
I see it.
I'm trying to figure out.
Don't be giving all our ideas away, though.
I'm not. I'm trying to figure out like the computer. Like, you know, like people have websites, right?
Yeah. And
typically you would go to a website to tap into everything that the person has to offer. We can do this from me tapping into Decentraland. Does that nullify the need for a website?
There's okay. Now there's an ecosystem inside of Decentraland, because now Decentraland is just an extension of the cryptocurrency Mana, which powers the whole ecosystem of Decentraland, right? So so you could make wearables, which is like digital clothes or whatever. So you can make the for the avatars. They're killing them right now, which that's definitely, you know what I mean? This is free game right here, by the way, but I plan on learning a lot of these different things. So you could kill them off with the wearables. You can definitely kill them off with the DJs is killing them right now. DJs is in demand in there like crazy. They got the shows. They have different things, like for example, you buy one thing and it has VIP access utility to the access right there, and that's the only way you could get in there. So you buy it and then you get it like that. And then other than that, the real estate, you see what I'm saying? Now the real estate, anything you can do with a physical property, you could do with the digital property. So that's leasing, renting, events, galleries, all that type of stuff is going on in there too. And then on the other side, now the website comes in. So now if you want to take something and have redirect traffic outside of Decentraland and the metaverse, then that's where the website links and the other stuff comes up to. Sometimes people don't really like to, because one thing about cryptocurrency and a whole, not just Decentraland, but cryptocurrencies in a whole, they fuck the banks, it's decentralized. They don't want nothing centralized, because the banks is centralized and that's where the control is. So they fuck, and they trying to figure out solutions outside of the regular shit to find the money.
I feel like down the line, even though I'm for it, I've been on the Bitcoin, train for a minute and the idea of it, but I also think about the overall economy and how it affects that in its entirety, because we are a consumerism driven society, but it's like devaluing the dollar, on that scale, is that really making the poor more poor? You know what I mean? Like, what is the actual effect it's going to have on our,
What they saying right now is this is like the biggest wealth transfer in history that's taking place right now, because Anybody could get in right now and get some money if you smart. To be honest, now how much that's
I'm not.
dependent.
No, I'm talking
But
about
what I'm saying is like there's opportunity to get money.
because
Like
Bitcoin, the value fluctuates. You know, like with cryptocurrency, the values
volatile.
fluctuate. Exactly.
Very volatile.
So, but with the American dollar, it's a very smaller smidgen of a move of value or worth because it's based on, I guess, the gold system or the gold standard or whatever. You know what I mean? That's essentially what it is. So they're trying to eliminate that and just make it a fluctuating toxic system that's just going all over the place. And so, you know what I mean? We got
they're called central bank digital coins. That's what the banks are trying to create right now to compete with what's going on with the cryptocurrencies because all the different stuff is. But they got to play ball at the end of the day.
What do you think though? Like, do you think like 10 years from now, do you think that it's going to have a positive effect on our culture, like our people, our society, or you think it's going to be?
I think that, you know, as long as people is playing their part, which is why I'm jumping out of the norm right now and even trying to get out here and spread the word because if you're not getting involved, it don't really matter. You see what I'm saying? Even if you listening, if you're not getting involved and it doesn't necessarily have to be with the crypto or anything, but whatever you're trying to do, if you're not getting involved, you feel what I'm saying, then you're not part of that solution. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, then you could watch and be like, oh, well, it didn't work out because of this, but you got to get involved. Right. You see what I'm saying? Like,
most definitely.
It's open right now. It's open.
I can tell you have ideas also.
So you definitely don't believe all this shit is a fad. Like, just like we going through a phase.
No, sir. I don't. I believe that everything has fads and things come in, but the core of everything that's going on as far as cryptocurrency, decentralized finance, Web3, the metaverse, it's only going to just continue innovating because the more people get creative.
I just want to see I want to like fast forward, and I want to see the effects that it has on the economy, like the economy that we've had since the beginning of fucking time, like the four founding fathers, the whole American dollar, the dinar, you know what I mean? We're talking about a global system of monetary being completely cast aside for a fluctuating value system that nobody really controls. You know what I mean? It's completely unpredictable and volatile. But we're going to fuck with it because we're not, being controlled. So
how long has the dollar been?
What?
The founding fathers.
That's what
I'm saying, but before the dollar, what we was having gold bars.
It was gold bars.
It was gold.
Cows and fucking animals.
Exactly, cattle. So you see what I'm saying?
It always has fluctuated.
Exactly, it changes, right? Yeah. Even though those things still have, value. Essentially, they're stocks for those type of things. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like you got to think about it's on a world scale. You talking about the dinar, like every currency system in the whole world basically would just kind of basically fall apart. The pesos, the yen, the whatever the fuck monetary system they have.
But they doing it anyway because they trying to make everything paperless anyway.
No. We're not talking about.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it seems like they're doing away with the physicality.
I'm talking about the value. I don't care how it represents.
It only has the value that we put on.
That's not true. Like
if the economy goes up,
no.
Even if a dollar doesn't mean the same as it did
in America. But we could go to Mexico and ball out because their country's currency system.
But if they get into the same shit,
they don't work like that.
It's a worldwide thing.
I'm telling you, everything has its own value. Like the dinar is the most valuable. Like when you see a dollar bill, you think.
Why?
You know what I'm saying?
Why? Because
why what?
Why?
Because that's a different system. Like we run on the system that we run on. That's why our shit is set up like it is. Mexico runs on the system it runs on in their country and how wealthy they have.
I'm saying if we get on a world system, this is one world shit they trying.
Basically.
So I'm saying if we get on a one world system. Mm-hmm. All this shit gonna fall apart anyway.
Nigga,
I'm saying it's not gonna mean.
We finna take a break because I got my brass knuckles out. I'm finna take Ghost to Outback because he really on some other shit right now, y'all. I'm Miss Lovey. We in the building with my boy.
Nice live
Damn.
multimedia.
And we'll be right back.